Alright guys, so we got to change the coil on the truck today. It's been giving me some problems, and yeah, so let's go change it. Here's your part number for a 2000 GMC 2500 HD 5.7 liter V8. Man, I love that Vortec motor. Let's go fix it. Alright, so the next thing we're going to fix on this thing is the coil. Now the coil is on the same bracket as the ignition control module, and you got to be careful with this because this thing is pretty fragile. So just keep that in mind when you go to change this thing. One thing I think we're going to have to do is, since this is on the same bracket, if this is the original coil, you got to drill out the rivets that are holding it on and use the bolts and nuts that are provided in the box with the new coil to put it on the bracket. So the first thing we got to do is we got to get this air cleaner off, and you just got to disconnect your mass airflow sensor, and then you got to disconnect this little sensor. I'm not sure exactly which one this is, but you disconnect that one, and then there's this big old long plastic nut right here that you got to take off, and that's just holding on this this airbox system. And then you take your breather off, and when you go to take this airbox off, you just lift up and pull out. Alright, let's get to work. Okay, so now that the air cleaner is off and out of the way, you unclip your ICM and get this clip that is for the coil. Now, check this out. Look at the state of that coil. That's crazy. So, yep, I think that's my problem. Anyway, there's two 10mm bolts down in there, and there's a stud, and then a nut, and then the bracket, and then another nut. So you're going to be taking the nuts off first, and then you take the studs out, and yeah, and then go from there. Okay, so got the coil out with the ignition control module, and you see right there we got to drill out those two rivets here and here. So this is more than likely the original coil that was on the truck 19 years ago. Alright, well, let's get to drilling. Alright, so the new one's on. Just make sure when you put the new one on that the plug is on the same side as the ignition control module plug. And here's the old one. That could have been my problem right there. Damn. Well, there you go, guys. It's just that easy. Took a little bit of time, but we got it done, and got her back running properly. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.